Hey guys, I was just gonna make a video explaining that I have a 2002 Toyota Camry, and I disconnected the battery to work on the radio. I installed a new radio, and if anybody else was having this problem to where the car would idle and it would stall out after a bit, so I figured out a solution to it. I'm gonna walk you through how to do it. I just did it. I don't want to risk messing it up again. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna take the key, put it in the ignition, cycle it to the on position once, put it back to off, and then put it back on. And you're gonna start the car, put the handbrake on first, put it in drive, and you're gonna keep your foot on the brake the entire time. And you're gonna want to let the car idle for about 7 minutes. The reason why the car does this is that Toyota, they didn't store the data for what the car should idle at after the battery is disconnected, so they didn't store the data for what the battery should idle at. And what you're doing is the car is going to find a sweet spot for where it should idle, and then the car will idle just fine after. It should idle. Mine idled just fine after about 7 minutes. I let it sit, had my foot on the brake for 7 minutes, handbrake on, had the car in drive, let it idle, and find its sweet spot for where it should idle. I drove it around a bit. I drove it around the block around my house about a few times. Turned the car off, I parked the car, turned the car off, put it in reverse and drove it around again to make sure that it went fine, and yeah, it went fine. So if this helped any of you out, try it out, let me know what happens. Should work the car just fine. This works on most cars actually, especially like old Toyotas and Pontiacs and things of that sort. Thank you, and have a good day.